Hi everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you how to work with copper pipe and fittings. So copper pipe and fittings are joined by soldering, which sounds intimidating, but it's actually pretty easy. You will need a acetylene or propane torch, a tubing cutter or saw to cut the pipe with, a deburring tool, a fitting brush, and a pipe brush for cleaning the pipe and fittings. Alternatively, you can use a sand cloth, which is a bit like sandpaper for plumbing. And you will need flux. I recommend Rector Seal No Corrode, a brush to put on the flux, as well as solder, which has to be lead-free plumbing solder if you're using it for drinking water. If your pipe is inside a wall or coming out of the ground, it'll naturally be restrained, but if it's not, you'll need to have a way to hold it. I'm using my vise here to clamp it. A tubing cutter is easy enough to use. Just tighten it lightly onto the pipe, then rotate it, and every few turns as you feel it loosen up, give the knob a twist, and eventually it'll cut through. Just like that, pretty easy. Now we need to clean up the end of the pipe to remove any burrs or rough edges. You just use the deburring tool and give it a few twists on. You use both ends. This side cleans the outside, this side cleans the inside. Just deburr both ends. And now it's time for the brush. Just use the tubing brush on the pipe side. It's nice and shiny now. And for the fitting, you'll want to use the fitting brush. Just make sure it's clean, that's very important. After cleaning the pipe, you'll want to use your brush to apply a nice and even thin coat of flux to the pipe. There's no need to put any on the fitting. Just make sure you have nice coverage. Now just put on the fitting and give it a little twist. It's ready for solder. Now you can just light your torch and heat up the pipe right where it meets the fitting. Try to direct all the heat right on that edge there for optimal soldering. When you start to see the flux bubble and change color, you can touch your solder to the pipe. If it doesn't flow right in, it's not hot enough, heat it a little more. When you reach the right temperature, the solder should flow in and make a silver ring all around the fitting. After waiting a few minutes for the pipe to cool, you need to clean it. I'm using a paper towel here just to wipe off any flux residue. So now you've successfully soldered copper pipe. Don't worry if your joints don't look as good as mine. With practice, you will get better at it, and I hope you found this video helpful. Good luck with your own projects, and see you all next time.